over 50 million views. You're listening to The Joe Cronin Show. The Joe Cronin Show.
The Joe Cronin Show.
I hope you hang your mother. This country sucks! This place sucks! CNN masturbated all fucking day. Dude, I will eat your fucking asshole out and then spit it into your mouth, baby bird style. Who wants to go? Call the show. I'll fuck your ass! I want to kill myself! If I think it sucks, I tell you!
The Joe Cronin Show.
Right now, what's up, chat? I got the big one, and I'm ready to give you the big one, chat. What's up? It's the Monday Night Raw review. What the hell was that? Keep it hard, baby. What's up, Chad? Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Wow! That was something. Who didn't enjoy that shit? Who didn't enjoy that shit, baby? Damn, look at Maryse, bro. What the hell? Oh my God!
We plan the spot all day.
Holy shit!
I want you to jam it in.
Oh my God, DWELSH!
Oh, it's in your butthole.
He's dropping a bomb!
Whoa,
An Omega bomb!
it's in your butthole. I want it jammed in my butthole. Whoa, it's in your butthole.
God, DWELSH dropping a freaking bomb!
Audio Jungle.
Hell in a Cell, the most watched Hell in a Cell pay-per-view in WWE history? Fuck off, WWE. What a slap in the fucking goddamn
Is that
face to past history.
Oh my
Fuck
God.
off and Divians.
Did they say that?
Welsh bomb.
Did they say that? Really, DWELSH? I didn't even hear that. DWELSH bomb, bomb, bomb. Did they really say that? Oh my God, you've got to be kidding me, man. You have got to be kidding me, bro. Wow, dude. Wow, dude. Holy shitballs, brother. Yo, DWELSH, thank you, dude. A $100 bomb from the man, DWELSH. Thank you so much, man. Somebody said you wouldn't be here anymore, and they were lying, obviously. They don't know you like I know you, DWELSH. DWELSH coming in hot with an absolute freaking bombs away to start this show tonight. I'm gonna get your let me get that dono up on the board for you real quick. All right, guys. There's you know, I don't know what's gonna happen tonight on my show. I may come unglued. You know, I may do some inappropriate stuff tonight. I don't know. I may fall asleep. I may flip out. I don't know what's gonna happen. This Raw Do you guys remember last night, though, when I said I hope tonight is a reset and some shocking, crazy shit goes down? Well, I mean, to be honest, they kind of did that. I mean, right? With some of this stuff, like, what are they doing? Like, but, you know, like, I mean, you ask for it and you kind of get it, and what am I going to complain about it now? You know, I don't know. Why is Judgment broken up? And I'm assuming that Edge has to go away. I'm assuming Edge got offered a movie deal or something like that, or something's going on here. Why in the world are they breaking up Judgment? It's just fucking, they just won the other night. They just won. Judgment, they just won. Judgment just won. Why are they breaking up now? Why did they turn on Edge? I mean, like, that was so bizarre. Who the hell saw that coming? I don't think anybody. Nobody would see that coming. Oh, man. Oh, my God. I can't believe... I don't even know what to say about... We got to start this back at the beginning. By the way, I will say this. Tonight's Monday Night Raw had the best opening of Raw in, I think, all year, maybe a lot of last year. This is... I mean... I'll just say that this was the best opening to Raw that I've seen in a long time. That opening was great. The emotion with Cody, that was real, probably, and Seth pulling it off and walking all the way to the back, and then coming back out with the sledgehammer. Dude, that was a great opening to the show. And I'm like, wow. That was awesome. That will probably be... But then I started thinking, well, that's going to be the only thing good about tonight. No way. No way. So, I like... That's the one thing I'll say. The thing I liked about it was the opening. And it was what it was. I can... A lot of people are angry, though. And I'm going to make sure we get a poll up. It was awesome. It was okay. It was horrible. Missed it. There you go. I got the poll up now, bro. DWELSH, thank you for the $100 bomb to start the show. If you want to donate, the donation link is here. Not that that was a bomb. DWELSH, thank you. We're going to get into everything. I'm waiting for the algorithms coming. We're live now. I hope you hit the like button and you stick the thumb directly up my ass. I love the story to open the show up. They did a good job there. I'm actually going to reset my my viewing thing here on Raw so I can see it from the beginning. There we go. Yeah, here comes Cody coming out. They're showing the replay of the pay-per-view. I'm just going to skip over because I'm not going to go that much into the beginning because I just thought it was so good. I loved what they did. They attacked him again. They attacked Cody Rhodes again, And let me see here. Let me put DWELSH up here on the top. We'll get you that JCS Digital Championship in a minute, Welsh. So I love that whole opening. I don't know if somebody didn't like that opening. I just can't see it. I enjoyed that whole opening. Again, the whole opening was the best opening of Raw in a long time. This is the type of thing I was talking about. This is the type of stuff that should happen the night after WrestleMania. And they did it the night after, this pay-per-view. And then Cody Rhodes is stumbling away under his own power, saying goodbye to everyone. They've really built him as a man because of this, man. He is such a man because of this. And a sympathetic character at the same time. Cody is everything. He's checking all the boxes. Now, there are some people that are going to call him like crybaby Cody and things like that because he's always tearing up talking about his kid or somebody like that or whatever the case is. But the fact of the matter is, This was good. I don't know how you couldn't like it. And this is 30 minutes into the show. At about 29 minutes, that's when the segment ended, and then Becky Lynch took over. I'm going to win the 24/7 title. By the way, Dana Brooke looking hot again. So it goes right into this segment. The opening segment with Cody and Seth was about 30 minutes. It was really about 25 minutes of them if you cut down the opening package and then what Becky Lynch did after that. But, dude, that was a great opening.
You are going to put that title on the line right now against me. And if any of you interfere, I will smash your face in.
A challenge and a warning at the same time from Big Time Bex.
Is this going to happen? Is Becky Lynch going to challenge the
So then we get a match. This was odd to see Becky Lynch challenge Dana Brooke for the 24/7 title. So, that was kind of interesting in a way. Then Asuka just comes out and screws her within about 6 minutes. That's over. And then the most glorious thing of the night takes place. And when I say the most glorious thing of the night takes place, you gotta know what we're talking about. And we are talking about what you think I'm talking about. And I'm talking about Maryse's tits. Holy good Lord Almighty! Bro, what are we trying to do to the audience? Are we trying to kill the audience, bro? With those gigantic breasts, dude? What are we doing here? Oh my God, this woman. Aside from my wife, I don't think there's a hotter woman. Alexa Bliss was pretty hot later on the show. And I'm serious, man. I really mean that I think my wife is hotter, because I find my wife very hot. I sniff her clothes around the house. But this is very hot shit. The Miz and her are them as a couple is more interesting to me than them cutting a promo. I thought it's just the Miz going, "What? My hand is up. You go shut up again." And then, Riddle comes out and he's like, it's 420s, I just smoked your ass. And that's just fucking stupid. And then Tommaso Ciampa comes out and attacks, and that's kind of like, what is that? Why is that happening? And then the Miz is like, okay, now I will fight you. I wouldn't fight you before. I'm in a tuxedo, but Ciampa jumped him, so now I'll do it. Why is Ciampa jumping him? I don't know. But here's the point. Here's what I liked is that crazy shit is happening. Random bullshit is happening. And I like that. Hit that like button if you guys can. We can get 200 likes. So I give the Seth and Cody segment like a 7.5 or an 8 out of 10. I thought that was well done. Probably 7.5. Well done opening. And it was, probably the first hour of the show tonight. I thought the first hour of Raw was maybe a 7.65, 7 out of 10, which is a pretty high 1 hour for Raw for me. And then it all just stalled when we got the Usos in this tag team match. Championships aren't on the line. Number one contenders type of thing. Dude, I hate when they do this shit. I hate when they do this. It's the worst when they do this. You got to compete for... I don't care. This match put me to bed. This is where the napping started. If there was a point in the night where I went, okay, yep, now this is Raw. This is the boring Raw that we always get. It took a turn and became that here. I mean, listen, I'll take that mediocre first hour of Raw. You know what I mean? You don't get those very often anymore. So I'll take those. And by the way, JCS Digital Champion right now, it's got to be DWELSH dropping a $100 bomb on the show here to start the show. DWELSH, thank you, man, for keeping my show alive and trying to keep my show running, dude. That is huge, man. I really, really appreciate that, dude. I need to do, you helped out. The grocery shopping will get done tomorrow due to DWELSH. Thank you, sir. Very nice of you, brother. $100 all by himself. DWELSH, thank you. Let's give him the proper display here with the title. There it is. Now it looks beautiful. Look at that beautiful title. Looks beautiful. And not as beautiful as the one SITH NEGAN got for us back here, though. Maryse got those French lattes, says Nate from VA. Thank you, Nate. And real quick, I just want to plug again. I don't have commercials on the show. You know what I mean? You guys are the commercials. So I want to shout out the June 2022 producers on Patreon. If any of you guys wants to become a producer, I will be putting your name on the producers list of the description box down below, and I will add you to the graphic. Also, you'll get all the perks on Patreon that everybody else gets in that category. And if you want the teal badge on Discord, make sure you just message me about it so I can get it to you. So thank you to the $25 producers currently right now in June. I'm sure we might get a few more, so I will add your names to the list. But Skittles, Red Poison, Brian Jardine, Yusuf Bishop, Alan Stober, Shell, Colonel Stutters, Dion Edwards, Cold Brew Crew, JD Venom, Kalel Bama, Alex O'Donnell, Matt Rossmeyer, CJ Rella, Drew Bar 100, Nikki J, The Weed God, V-Man, and the man at $100 for 38 months in a row, SITH NEGAN. So thank you guys for that. And I will shout everybody out tomorrow again. I'm going to re-add. There might be some new producers tomorrow if you want to sign up. Feel free to do that. So, yeah, we're 1 hour and 12 minutes into this Raw. And the Usos and... I don't know, man. I just didn't like this match. It was putting me to bed. And then they did a recap of Cody and Seth, and I was like, yes, give me that. I would watch Cody and Seth again for an hour on this show tonight. You know, too bad that Cody is hurt. But yet, even though he's hurt, they keep doing shit with him. So they keep doing stuff with him even though he is hurt. It's crazy. Shit bum. Hey.
Let's just admit it. We just saw TJD version of CM Punk takeover of the Nexus. Was nice while it lasted. But getting rid of their best mouthpiece.
Yeah, Will Hat Demon. That's the thing is, I liked the Judgment Day. Or Judgment. You should have called him Judgment. That would have been a little more ominous and not like the pay-per-view. But dude, he was their best mouthpiece. He was their best thing. In my opinion, my theory is that Edge was going to be going away all along, I guess. And apparently, to me, this tells me that Edge was going away all along, and he did this to put everybody over as best he could, and then let them take him out, and then they could run with the ball on their own, while he was going to be taking the time off anyway. He has been here a while, and he doesn't want to work, I don't think, a full-time schedule, so... You know, it's just a shame because I liked him as the leader of this. I thought that's what kind of made it roll. And I feel like this is very premature. And I think before you pass the torch and have everybody attack Edge, I felt like a secondary mouthpiece should have started rising up in the group. You know, we hadn't seen anybody grab the mic. They've all been standing in the back. You know, when The Rock took over the Nation of Domination, you know, he was cutting better promos than Farouk. Farouk was still on about the man's holding us down and we're the Nation of Domination. And The Rock was like, oh, The Rock don't care about all that, right? The Rock says, shut your mouth. You know, The Rock was all about himself and glory, where Farouk was all about making a point and sending a message to, like, the status quo and things like that. And The Rock didn't give a shit about that message. It was all about The Rock. You know, I'm just better than you. Who gives a shit about your stupid... So, like, something like that here would have been nice, I feel like, to have seen that instead of to have just had them turn on Edge, who was the speaking piece. So it looks like there is no Judgment Day. There will be no Judgment. I like the entrance. I like the music. I thought the group was good. I don't understand this. There's been so much terrible shit in this company over the past weeks and weeks and weeks and months and years now. Judgment Day was not one of the things I thought had to go. I don't know why that had to be done. And again, maybe I'm missing something. You know, perhaps I'm missing something. But I just don't get it. I don't get it. I thought it was good. And maybe if there's a scheme, the only reason why I can say, like, okay, I can see that they're doing away with it or whatever, is because, again, Edge only had limited time to do this. Edge only had limited time to do Judgment Day or whatever, and so they figured, okay, I've got to go now, so it's up to you guys. Sink or swim. Good luck. So that's fine. If that's the case. I just don't... I'm shocked. Not shocked at Maryse. Fine. Unbelievable looking. Wool Hat Demon, thank you for the $5 donation. And Wool Hat, thank you for becoming a $5 shit bum. If you guys like the shows that I put on, drop a super chat down below if you'd like. I will answer them for you if you'd like. Or you can use the link that I pinned in the description box as well. We need your support here if you guys want to support. I am hidden by the algorithm most times, and I am I don't really get much monetization on ads anymore, even though they're always playing. I don't see much from them though. So if you guys want to support the show and keep my channel on the air, it's up to you. But that being said, let's check the poll out. Here is the poll. Do you like Raw? 317 votes so far. This is interesting. 44% say it was okay. 11% say it was awesome. That's 55% of you gave it a thumbs up. And then about 50% of you gave it a thumbs down or did not watch. I got to tell you guys, this is one of the best ratings of a poll for Raw that we've done in a long time. On one of AEW's worst nights, this is what an AEW poll looks like on a really bad night for AEW. It sometimes barely gets a thumbs up. That's what this looks like. This is one of the best rated polls for Raw I have seen in a long time. I'm just saying. I mean, I gotta be honest with you. I don't think I would say it was awesome. I wouldn't say, I don't know if I'd say it was okay. I wouldn't say it was horrible. I would say, and I guess I'd have to say it was okay, but I feel like I want to give it a little less credit than that. But the first hour, it was interesting, more interesting than usual, because of the Cody Rhodes twist, the Judgment Day twist. Finn Balor, is Finn Balor now in charge, or what the hell's going on? But we're going to keep talking about it. Bobby Lashley was forced to try to cut a promo with... I thought this was all right, too. I thought Theory and Lashley... I got to be honest. I don't think Lashley has been that great on the mic in WWE. He's kind of crappy on the mic in WWE. Bobby Lashley has a much better promo in Impact Wrestling, probably because he just goes out there with bullet points and says his own deal. And, like, he's pretty good at that. So maybe that's what it is. But, you know, tonight, as far as obviously scripted, Bobby Lashley did a pretty good job of being, you know, obviously scripted tonight. Somewhat. He was pretty decent, but he's never that great as a scripted person. And then Austin Theory, I thought, was such a douchebag that it was like, all right. So that was okay. Veer Mahan, I just don't care about. I thought that fell flat, and same thing with the Mysterios. I just fortunately didn't care really about that at all. Then Judgment came out, and dude, I am shocked. Let's hear how this unfolds audio-wise.
Of any limitation that was holding us back. We're ready. We are ready to shed the last bit of limitations holding us back. Which is you.
Unbelievable! What the hell is going on? What am I watching right now? What is happening right now?
Man, I mean, it's got to be that Edge has to go film movies, or it's time for him to go take time off. If he's not leaving, I'd be surprised. So I got to believe that that's what's going on. It's time for him to go away, make some movies. You know, he's been here a while, you know, trying to put this whole group over. And, you know, hey, man, not a bad way to go out. I was shocked when it happened, but, I mean, now I get it.
We're watching the ultimate betrayal.
The patriarch of the Judgment Day being sacrificed before our very eyes.
This is the man who created the Judgment Day, who recruited Rhea Ripley.
They were going to get sued by Terminator, so they were like, all right, let's we got to get rid of this group. We're getting sued by James Cameron. I don't get it, but you know what? I just, what I don't like is that I like the group. So, and now Finn Balor's there, and Finn Balor better become a scumbag. Finn Balor better become a psycho scumbag, because Finn Balor has been boring, and man, he's lost, and so he better go crazy. But they just beat Finn Balor and AJ Styles, so it's like, what is going on? Some people say it's going to be Cena versus Edge at SummerSlam. That could be it. Cena's coming back on June 27th. He's going to have a match at SummerSlam. Obviously, Cody. And by the way, I thought that a torn pec, you're out for like 3 to 4 months. But, Cody's trying to talk about things like, I'm going to have surgery, and in 3 to 4 weeks, who knows, And like, what does that mean? I thought you could not wrestle. I thought recovery was 3 to 4 weeks, unless he's going to wear some kind of a bandage and just can't lift things. I don't know, dude. I need a doctor. I need a sports doctor to tell me what the hell that means, because to me, it just don't make sense. Like there was a doctor the other day that reviewed his injury, and many of you guys may know this doctor, but I listened to him, and I tweeted it out for you guys because he was so good. It was so well done. Listen to some of this.
Green screen back here. So thing that occurs whenever that tendon snaps off of the bone. Now, we don't have footage of the mechanism here, but the report is that he injured it during a training workout and then basically completed the rupture while doing some bench press. And that's typically how these injuries occur. Essentially, whenever you bench press and your arm kind of goes downward, as your arm lowers, you stretch the pec tendon and you eccentrically load it, meaning the tendon is trying to contract with the muscle while it's being pulled as what is actually going on with the injury. Number one, you can often see a little bit of flattening or loss of sort of the contour of the pec muscle whenever the rupture is there. Now, interestingly, if you feel up in the chest where the pec tendon inserts, you oftentimes can still feel a bit of a tendon. And so if we don't see the bruising, these can actually be really tough to see clinically. And sometimes they go on chronic and people don't really even appreciate that they have the injury. But here we can see.
I think I might have a similar injury because that's what I did over moving somebody recently.
The obvious bruising, so we know what's really
I don't think I tore it off, though, like Cody. I just think I tore it a little bit.
The other thing we'll sometimes see is where one of the nipples looks lower than the uninjured side. And so here, while he's not directly head on,
my nipples look good.
This right nipple is going to be dropped down a little bit compared to the left side because of how we've lost that pec muscle beneath the skin. In the actual clip of him wrestling, we can see that a little bit better, where it looks like the right nipple is maybe dropped down a little bit, and then we see loss of this normal contour here of where that pec muscle is going to live. Now, the reason why we see all this bruising down the front of the arm is because the pec tendon actually inserts on the humerus. It inserts out on the arm bone, and so whenever it ruptures, that bleeding extends both down the humerus, down the arm, but then also across the chest because of how the tendon and the muscle retract. Looking at our biodigital anatomy tool here, I've highlighted the two pec muscles. Of course, we have a pec major and a pec minor. The pec major is the big one that we typically think about. That's kind of the workhorse, the power muscle. And you can see how it originates off of the ribs in the front of the chest and then sort of does this kind of wrapping maneuver before it goes down and ultimately inserts onto the humerus or the arm bone. But you can see how it doesn't insert on the chest. It inserts on the humerus out here. And so that's why whenever we see these pec ruptures, that bruising on the skin extends all the way down the arm because the actual insertion of that tendon is out there on the arm bone. Beneath the pec major, we have a muscle called the pec minor, and this one actually originates from the ribs, but is going to insert up on the shoulder blade or the scapula. So two pec muscles, pec major, pec minor. In this case, it's the pec major that we see ruptured. And I will say this all looks very real. The bruising pattern looks completely legit. The color distribution looks completely legit. So I don't think there's anything about this that looks artificial, like it's just makeup that was made to sort of...
So, I mean, this guy breaks it all down. Great channel. Brian Sutterer, MD. Good channel. Almost over 500,000 subs. Crazy. Let's see. Low-grade tear recovery is 4 to 6 weeks. See, that's what I'm saying, Luis Urdaneta. A low grade is 4 to 6 weeks. So he could come back if that was the case, but they're all saying it's tore off the bone. And if it's tore off the bone, I mean, that's like 3 to 4 months. So, I don't know. And that's what I was telling you guys. I was saying that to people. I was like, dude, it's not makeup. It's not fucking makeup, dude. But people were saying that. I mean, it was bizarre. All right, let's go back to the donos. I'm going to go back to the donations. If you guys want to donate, use a super chat down below or use the link that I put in the description box down below or above in the chat for the Streamlabs or Stream Elements. You guys can drop a dono there if you'd like to support the show. Let's go to your questions, comments via donation right now. And shout out to DWELSH for the biggest one, $100. He is probably looking like he could take home this JCS Digital Championship tonight. I'll make sure to tweet this out everywhere if he wins it. But DWELSH is sitting pretty. Started the show off with a bomb.
Crazy Seth and Becky could be the new Savage and Sherry.
Yeah, they kind of have that going. But, you know, those are Mr. Pico Boulevard. Those are characters that we've all been dying for, right? Saying that they need more of that crazy, over-the-top type of characters.
They need the macho madness. Sherry, grab my cape. Let's go down to the strip and let's do it.
Like, they need that. And Seth is on a... I wouldn't say he's as good as Macho Man as far as character goes, but he's a notch right below it. You know what I mean? He really is to me, Seth. He's got obviously a cartoony villain vibe to him, but, you know, the Macho Man didn't... The Macho Man felt a little more menacing and a little bit more real but out there, but kind of similar in a way to Seth. Right? Macho Man was a bit cartoony and like,
and we're gonna break your bones, yeah, and then we're gonna do this.
Like, he was kind of like a cartoon villain, Macho Man a bit. He was a little more serious, though. He came across a little more serious, a little more insane, but like, that was awesome about Macho Man. But Seth is like a step below that. But that's okay because we need somebody like this. So I appreciate Seth for that. But, you know, this is midway through the show. Then we get some LGBTQ thing with Sonya, which is fine. I like her. She's nice. They didn't, like, stuff it down my face the wrong way. It was an honest little commercial, I thought. Otis and Ezekiel, you know, goofy. I think they've done Ezekiel dirty here. I don't really know what, you know, he was doing so well. And, like, what is he just going to lose? I mean, I guess, you know, he's just a shit bum. But it is what it is, I guess. I don't know. Then all the women compete in a big match for Bianca Belair's #1 contendership. She's watching on the side. And as Bianca Belair watches on, as the former members of Judgment all stand in the ring after Rhea Ripley slams the human trash bag that is Doudrop.
Women's Championship.
Look
this
like
is the closing moments. Doudrop executing a Michinoku driver.
Great Michinoku driver.
She was going to Money in the Bank, but Ripley again rears her.
Oh my God, dude. Ripley drop kicked her point blank in the head, bro. Ripley drop kicked her head off.
Her head at the last second, and look at this vulgar display of power.
A pump handle slam, or it looked like a pump handle sidewalk type of slam. I don't know what that was.
By the Eradicator. Rhea Ripley punching her ticket to Las Vegas for a date with Bianca Belair.
Never did.
And out comes
look who's here.
The rest of whatever they are, and they're still coming out to Edge's music. Like, literally, Edge's voice is on the music and everything. Like, you think you know me. Like, so I wonder if they'll edit that part out, but.
Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Rhea Ripley, the new Judgment Day. But again, it is official.
So they're the new Judgment Day. So basically, It is. It's just that that Edge's time is up. This was his time he agreed upon, and he had no more time left. He did all he could to get this group going, and now he's out. And listen, I've been somebody who has said that, they need to wrap things up quicker in the WWE. The WWE takes too long to get through things. But, this was something, man, that I was enjoying, so I thought that they would keep this going longer. But I understand. I thought we would still have Edge and Judgment Day until SummerSlam. And obviously the story with Edge and CENA is going to be that's an old rivalry. CENA got the best of Edge several times. Edge got the best of CENA at times. But Edge, this is an old rivalry, that's going to take place at SummerSlam. And they'll have all that lineage to tell that story. So that makes sense to me. That's what's going down. And I obviously think that is what's going down. Shit bum.
Someone get Becky a cauldron. What a classic and bizarre Sherry moment that was.
Right. Yeah, she does look like the Wicked Witch of the hookers, which is beautiful. I appreciate the Wicked Witch of the hookers. Chili Cheese J. Chili, thank you for becoming a $5 shit bum, man. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Chili Cheese J, an OG. The OG Chili Cheese J. CCJ is back. A man that knows about radio, I believe, if I remember Chili. Chili Cheese J, dropping that $5. Dude, how much did you pay to see that sex tape with Becky and Seth, though? Shout out to DWELSH, who is looking like he's going to take home that JCS Digital Championship, man. He should be very, very excited, man. This belt is going to warm his waist and make him very, very hard, I think, coming up in the future. So, that was Raw. Some things I don't agree with. Some things that were boring as usual. I think Cody's doing the best. They're doing the best with Cody that they can with this. I think this has actually helped Cody in some weird way. Could have been a worse injury. But I would almost like to think it won't help Cody, and this is bad, and it probably is pretty bad, but it is bad. I mean, if you could not do it, you probably would not do it, but in a weird way, at least right now, it's helping Cody. Will it hurt him in the long run? That's the question. Or will this have helped him in the long run? That's the question with Cody Rhodes with this injury. Young Sheldon on CBS gets 9 million viewers. Damn. For TV, that's crazy. 9 million viewers, dude. I mean, that's as many viewers as when Raw was at its heyday. That was like 1999 Raw. Young Sheldon. It's better. And then because it's today, I mean, that would be about the equivalent of probably about 15 or 18 million in the year 99 or 2000. That's pretty crazy. NCIS gets 11 million. Oh, damn. Yeah, Rhea Ripley got that ass, man. People are kind of freaking out all about that. They're like really enjoying Rhea Ripley's. She's ripping ass, bro, the way she looks. But looking at the poll, again, we still have a thumbs up from you guys. It was okay. It was awesome. It's over 50%. So, I mean, dude, this is the first thumbs up for a Raw that I can remember in a long time. Like, I don't remember a thumbs up for a Raw like this in a long time. I don't know when we last had this positivity about Raw in a poll. So that's some pretty crazy shit. I'm looking at I'm trying to see if there's an update on the wrestling stuff, but I don't see it right now. I don't see any update. Let's see what he said.
Tribal Chief, the undisputed Universal Champion Roman Reigns to a title match. What do you think his reaction is going to be?
Honestly, I think the Tribal Chief's going to dodge me. I don't think he's going to want this matchup, but it doesn't matter because this Friday I'm going to show up to SmackDown, and eventually I'm going to find the Tribal Chief, and I'm going to get my match. I'm going to get my vengeance from my bro, Randy Orton, and I'm going to do what Stallions do and take that championship away, bro. Right, boys?
You heard right? You heard him? You heard him? You coming for you, Tribal Chief.
Yes, and Street Profits Night, you
Called them boys. And then, was that a Booker T reference?
You heard it. You heard it. We coming for you, Tribal Chief.
Yes, and Street Profits Night, you defeated the undisputed tag team champions, the Usos. Do you feel like you're one step closer to your goal of having those titles in your hands?
Step, we already there. We already got the V. We already got the victory.
You saw the step. We step. We here. All right. Big stepping. Street Profits. Big stepping. Matt Riddle. Big stepping. On the bloodline. On the Usos. On the Tribal Chief. Yeah. It ain't the bloodline. It's the street line, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's right here, bro. Yeah.
And you already know our ritual. When we win, we gotta celebrate. Cup.
Yeah.
Ah. Oh wait. We forgot about Sarah.
It's okay.
Say the magic word. Cup.
Cup.
Celebration time! Celebration time! Here we go.
I never want to see that ever again. Good Lord. What the hell was that? Jesus. All right. That was bizarre. I get it. I mean, I was looking for some updates on, what's going on tonight. And, that's one of the number one updates on the website there. Oh, a backstage segment. You know what I mean? Like, and it's them just jerking off in the solo cups. I don't know, bro. Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan form a new tag team called We Both Are Like Each Other Anyway, so let's tag team up with each other. Alexa Bliss, Liv Morgan probably are doing that. They're probably going to become the women's champions, it looks like. So Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan look to be the ones, I believe now, that are going to win the women's tag team titles and carry those. And then they'll probably put them to bed. That's my guess. I really do think that. I think they're going to let them run with it for a while. And then maybe they'll start giving it to people to okay, they need something. Here's these belts. You never defend them. Who cares? That could be what happens. Or they'll just go away after a while. But Alexa and Liv Morgan, in my mind, will be the champions. And they probably will be the last champions, maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. But it just feels like they've got to have someone else become champion so that Sasha and Naomi weren't the last ones to do it. It's, that's something WWE would do, I guess. I don't know, but I just have that feeling about all this. So, John Cena's coming back on June 27th. That's going to be big. Dana Brooke, I don't care. She beats, Becky Lynch with the distraction of Asuka. So Asuka's going to have a match with Becky. They're going to have some kind of grudge match. Well, Bianca's defending against Rhea Ripley. Makes sense. I understand. And, that's really it. I mean, Judgment Day changes with, Edge taking time off, it looks like. And, I mean, they're going to have trouble speaking now. That's my only worry that this... I know that's the point of Edge being there was to lift up all these members of Judgment Day. And now Finn Balor is there to help out, I guess, and maybe he can cut the heel promos. I don't know. But I'm worried about the mouthpiece. It's weird that Finn Balor joined the group. It's kind of weird. Finn Balor joins the group out of nowhere, seemingly. And then they eliminate Edge from the group. I mean, it was just kind of like two wild swings all in one. Riddle should just copy the what yes chants and annoy his opponents. I mean, why not? You know what I mean? Might as well just go for that. Eddie Chaos says Street Profits were good before now. They're just jokers and jobbers. Yeah, they've just become jokers. Forza Ferrari, what's up, man? The Judgment Day shit was stupid, says Dog. Oh, they decided to go with the guy that they have been beating every week. The guy who was leading them makes no sense. I agree. They really should have come up with a better way to do this. Like, you would think that it would start with, like Judgment would lose, or Damian Priest would question Edge. Maybe they'd be beating up somebody, and Edge would be like, "Okay, that's enough. All right, that's enough. We got him." And Damian Priest is like, "But you told us to never let up. You told us that we were gonna maim him tonight. Like, we gotta maim him." And Edge is like, "Yeah, but I think he got it." And then after that, he gets up and attacks them, and so then they take him out again. And Damian Priest is like, "See, I don't get it." And so then, if they had telegraphed it, but if they telegraphed it too much, then it wouldn't be a surprise. But I don't know. It just, I appreciate that there was some shocking stuff to it. I do, but it is wrestling, and this is one of those things that it just doesn't really make sense. But it's like, oh, this is shocking, but it doesn't really make sense. Maybe it will next week, because sometimes they do this and it doesn't make sense, and you're like, this doesn't make sense. But then the next week somebody explains it. Remember when Edge started the group? It didn't make sense. And then Edge was like, I lost this match and I lost this, and it's all because I was trying to please you guys. And then it was like, oh, this kind of makes sense. He's done with trying to be the good, the great Edge and whatever. All it's gotten him is nothing. He loses to everybody. So that made sense then. So I understood that. So maybe we'll get a better put together explanation and reasoning next week. But as of right now, it's not very good. Not very good reasoning right now. If you become a $25 producer on Patreon, I will keep an eye out, and I will add you to the list of producers of the show. Thank you to everybody who's gone over to Patreon to try to support the channel more. I appreciate it. SITH NEGAN, 38 weeks at $100, man. That's nuts. That's crazy. Shout out to Enzo Ravina, became a $5 patron again. And Jag the Panzer, who upped his pledge from 2 to 5. Don Edward, who became a $10 VIP. And Evan Hay, who became a $5 patron. Thank you, guys. Brian Jardine, what's up, man? Thank you, sir, for all the support, man. Shout out to Parker. I can't wait to see Parker's face if the Celtics win. I hope they do. Riddle over as fuck. They show really looking to book him in the main event spots. Yeah, they should start doing that. Trying to book him in a big main event spot. Awandi said the Authors of Pain song just popped into his head. That is really bizarre. Like, that's a weird... That is definitely a strange thing to pop into your head all of a sudden, like the Authors of Pain. Dude, I don't even remember what their theme was. I don't remember their theme. What up, Jeff Rhoda Boss? Liv Morgan needs to wear that hot outfit she had on against Lena. Street Profits need a heel turn. I agree. They're just a joke now. The Street Profits quickly became that joke that we were worried about them becoming, man. Hey, man, Street Profits, Solo Cup. Like, they're just a goof. Yeah, it's dead, man. The Street Profits group is dead, bro. It's on, to me, it's like, I don't even watch it. Like, I don't even watch them when they're on. I don't even want to watch them. Once in a while, there's something cool athletic happens, but that's in the match, but like, they're boring. They should be doing way funnier skits in the back, or way better skits in the back. The Viking Raiders were fun at one point with them, and they were doing something. It wasn't that good, but it was something. Now it's just really run-of-the-mill bore. Like, dude, it's really run-of-the-mill bore, Like, it's straight-up bad shit. Like, it ain't good what they're doing. It's annoying. It's insulting. Nobody wants to see it. But, to be fair, the two groups that get compared to themselves a lot, Private Party, the same thing happened to them in AEW. Private Party came on the scene looking great, and Matt Hardy killed their career. For whatever reason, the Hardys, or Matt Hardy, inadvertently, I don't know, like he killed their career. The Private Party was on a roll in AEW. They were ready to go. And then Matt Hardy joining them as a manager just... And they turned them heel, which I don't think they should have been heel. And then the Street Profits, same thing in WWE. They have just... Their momentum is dead. They're a joke. So these two tag teams that started off kind of similar, like we're all about the party, the club. Both teams went from starting strong and showing up strong to being just neutered to shit. Like they got absolutely neuterated. Nate Carroll says, do you think Sasha Banks will be coming back? I don't know. I think they're annoyed with her. I think they're like, dude, fuck off. I think they've had enough of her. I really do. But, I don't know. They've accommodated her in the past, not necessarily with the right booking and things like that, but they've accommodated as far as some other people break the rules or do things different and they get rid of them and they don't care. But Sasha, was kind of got away with things. Like, they still weren't booking her right, but she got, kind of got away with things, So, I'm not sure if that's what happened, but to me, I think that's what happened. All I know is Maurice made it so that I've got to wax my carrot tonight. I know that. I didn't think that was going to have to happen, but it's going to have to happen tonight. Fuck, I haven't checked my phone in like an hour. I missed my good night. My mother said good night to me tonight, and I missed it. With Cody Rhodes out, I guess Vince and Bruce think they need Edge back as a face. That's what SITH says. Big mistake way too soon. Well, I guess we're going to find out if Edge is still on the show. If Edge isn't on the show for a while or until the end of June or until July, that means that he's just getting the time off. I think that's what's happening. But, man, if he's really still here, if Edge is really still going to be around, that confuses the hell out of me. Then I guess SITH is right, which totally blows my mind that they would really do that. I thought that group needed Edge, but if the plan is that Edge is going to take a month off or so, I can sort of understand that then. They're treating Cody like a brand new car. Yeah. This is exactly how I wanted them to book Cody Rhodes. So I'm shocked that we're getting that. The last time I thought they were going to book somebody like this, I thought they were going to book Matt Hardy like the most amazing, woken, broken thing there was. But instead, they didn't at all, really. And so I'm shocked, though, that they didn't screw up Cody Rhodes, really. He's not quite the same exactly, but he is a lot. It's not too much different, than AEW Cody. A little bit different, but. Super chat.
Bet Tommaso's beard looks like Linda McMahon's bush.
Tommaso's beard. Ugh. Can you imagine Linda showing that to Vince? Hey, Vince, look what I got. What up? She was hot as hell in those pics. Yeah, Maryse is lighting it up, dude. What up, Crystal Emerson? How you doing? Edge vs. Ciampa is something I'd be looking forward to. Edge vs. Balor, pretty good too, but not one I'm especially looking forward to. Happy D. And the D stands for Dink, No, I'm just kidding. What's up, Abby? J-Rod, how you doing, man? Cheers. Hit that like button if you can. What's up? I wish Maryse was in Playboy, says Drew Barr. Yeah, I can't believe her, man. It's crazy. Montez Ford still has a bright future, I think, Champ Dog says. Man, I don't know. Maybe. But this don't look good. This ain't looking very good. I wish my mom texted me good night, says Coot Dilute. I'm very close with my mom. My mom moved 10 minutes away from us, from my old house. I miss our old place, don't you? I miss my old studio room, living room. But no, I miss my house. I miss that house. I grew up there, really. So it kind of sucks. I thought it would always be in the family. I thought we'd always be able to go down to the beach and visit my mom and, and stay at the beach and my neighborhood I grew up in and stuff like that. So kind of sucks, but Nick the Football Kid, thank you for subbing to the channel, man. What's going on, Nick? But yeah, it's nice that I don't understand, man. I guess I'm kind of like sort of giving it the benefit of the doubt until next week to see what goes on with Judgment Day. But if there's no Edge, which I don't think there will be, then you pretty much know he's taking the time off, and they must have figured, hey, I set this group up, and now I've got to go, and now it's your job to try to fly. Good luck, guys. Try to fly. And if that's what happens, we'll see. She did Playboy in the 2000s. Did she really? I didn't even know that. Are you serious? Are you serious? No way, really? Oh my God. Oh my God. She really did. I didn't know that. Dude, she did. You should just go look, bro. Holy shit. Wow. Oh my God, bro. I mean, this is obviously very old Maryse, but good Lord. Dude, if I seen this in front of me, I just end myself. Because I just end myself. It doesn't even seem real, though. You know what I mean? When someone looks like that, they don't even seem real. But even if my wife wore some of this stuff, it would be the same way. I wouldn't. I'd be fainting on myself. Holy mother of God. Wow. Good Lord. Put her in it now that she's a mom. Put her in Play Mom. Play MILF. Put her in there. Let's see what she looks like now. The Avs win, baby. I knew they were going to win, man, because the Oilers have no goalie. The goddamn Edmonton Oilers don't have a goalie, dude. It's like they're, get ready for Rangers versus Avs, Probably. She looks better now, though, says Chlorocat Meowth. I mean, it's weird. I like both. I like her back then. She had that young, kind of like cheerleader, college cheerleader, hot look. There was something naughty about her back then, right? But there's something so milfy and electric now, I don't know. But yeah, man, this happens to me. I look at my wife. I do this. I got problems. Bro. Mr. Pico just sent me something. What did he send me? Might be if Cody's getting surgery, then you need a bigger face, says Bonkers. Yeah, I mean, that's what Sith Negan said in a text. He was like, with Cody needing surgery, they need a face. That's exactly what, and that would make sense why it's so ridiculous. That's exactly what Sith said. And it's probably could be the truth. Oh, Mr. Pico is sending me naked pictures of Maryse. Good Lord. She's got a big body, man. She got those big child hips. Big, long body. She's a lot of woman. God damn, look at that. Oh, man, I'm going to pass out, bro. What are you doing to me? Look at this. Holy God. Wow. Vinny Assad, what's up, bro? Awandi, yeah, there's lots of nudity. Awandi, just type in Maryse Playboy. You'll get all the pictures, dude. You'll get all the pictures, dude. Just type in Maryse Playboy. You'll find all of them. They're all there. Oh, my God. I saw them all, though, Pico. I saw all of them. I saw them all. Man, she has a long body like Leah. My wife has a long torso like this. That's crazy. Yeah, she's got a long torso, too. I love my wife so much, dude. I hear people talk about their wives sometimes, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I've heard people, like, locker rooms at work, I've just heard crazy shit where people are like, yeah, I want to get home and fall asleep before she starts talking to me and stuff like that. I'm like, wow. If anything, I want my wife to talk to me more. Like, so weird. Like, these people are like, oh, man, fucking starts yapping about, like, I'm like, damn, what kind of wife do you have? I guess I got the perfect, I feel like I love my wife. Like, I don't know, like, it's so weird, man. I love her. Like, she could be like, even though, like, yeah, I love, like, when she was like 115 pounds when I met her, but that was because she was too skinny. Then she went finally to 125, which was her normal, but my wife could gain a bunch of weight and be like chunky and be like 160. I'd probably still, like, I would just follow her around. Like, when she was a pregnant blimp, I was like, that's how I know. I just love her. Like, I love everything about her. I love her ears, her hair, her legs, her feet. Like, it's weird. Like, everything, her stomach, her shoulders, her voice, her smell, the way she sleeps, the way I sleep next to her, the way she talks to me, her personality, the stuff she loves that I like. Like, I love my wife. Like, it's like, I don't know how some of the people, like, they're like, the fucking bitch. Like, they talk about their wives like that. I'm like, what the fuck did you get married to this person for? What the hell is going on? How do people do that? How are you with these people? I feel like Maryse and the Miz are kind of like this. Like, they seem like they love each other, like, a lot. Now, me and my wife are very cynical people, and, like, sometimes we're like, fuck this, and you're fucking fucked, and you're fucked, and whatever, and we're weird, but, like, and she's not an expressive person as much as I am. She's more, like, reserved, but then she does stuff. Dude, I had, like, I don't know, bro. I love my wife. I don't know. I just don't know how you do it, but, it's like, my wife is a very introverted person. My wife is a super introvert, very introverted, not an emotional person, like, she doesn't walk up to me every second or at all almost. She doesn't walk up to me and go like, hey, sweetie, and kiss me or like anything like that. My wife is not like that. She's very, keeps her hands, like, keep to herself. You know what I mean? She'll do it when she wants something. She'll be like, could we get something to eat tonight? And then she give me a hug or something. And, but, like, for the most part, it's not a touchy person. Which, that's the only thing is I'm a very touchy person. So, like, if she could be a little more touchy, that'd be cool. But what's funny is, like, she's so not touchy that a couple of nights ago, you're supposed to feel that way about your wife, says Patrick. I don't know, man. I mean, yeah, sometimes she's on the rag and it's like, I gotta stay away or whatever. But, like, I don't know, dude. But, like, it was funny, dude. I was having one of my anxiety attacks the other day where I was, like, having one of my crying anxiety attacks that I have.
Had her issue. I came on Staples. She 40 in January.
Mr. Pico, thank you, bro. What's up? That's fucked up. No, Leah's not watching me right now, Jeffro. I got that last night, though. I got that last night and a couple nights, and the night before that. 2 nights in a row, so I don't think it's happening tonight. But no, when I was having my anxiety attack, my wife walked up to me and hugged me. She gave me a hug. She goes, "Are you having one of those things?" And she gave me a hug. And I like, so then this is funny. I think it's funny. She's trying to help me, right? She's trying to help me. She saw that I was like having like a panic attack, which is embarrassing because I don't want to have panic attacks in front of anybody or my wife or anybody. I just try to hide it. So I was hiding it. I was like, oh, I'm getting stuff. I'm gonna go back downstairs. And she saw it and she came up and hugged me. And I was like, but dude, because my wife hugged me, and that's so weird for her to do that. Like, she's like a Vulcan. My wife is like a Vulcan. So when she hugged me, that made me bust out even more because it meant so much that she was doing that. Because she doesn't do that. That I started busting out even more, like crying. Like, it was crazy. Joe Jones, thank you for the $1.99. Because that meant a lot to me, dude. It was crazy. I was like, wow, I can't believe what the hell's going on? So, yeah, I don't know how people talk about their wives, like, horrifically, like, all the time. It's crazy. To other people. Exit Judgment Day. Enter Balor Club next week after SummerSlam. It'll be the Catering Club and the Future Endeavored Club, according to SITH NEGAN. Yeah, we've been kind of reiterating SITH's idea, and I think you might be right. A lot of people have said this on Twitter now. Yeah, they could be donezo, man. They could be donezo, man. I would take her in the shower, bro. What does my wife look like? You don't know what my wife looks like? You don't know what Leah looks like? This is us on Monetize this a couple of years ago. This is another Monetize. There you go. You know what my wife looks like? Must be new. Yo, Drew Bar, what's up? Joe busting something else. Like, oh my God. Awandi, what's up, man? Oh, man. My wife's savage. Leah is savage, bro. Remember when she takes over? I love when Leah used to take over the show. Take over the show, Leah. Look at all those alcohols. Remember we made Leah try the Kinky Pink right there? Then I think she wouldn't try the Tennessee Honey Whiskey. I think she's game for whiskey, but wouldn't try the honey whiskey. She's like not doing it with honey, And I was obsessed with the honey whiskey for a while on the show. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, I love that. I love that honey whiskey. There was some kind of tang to it, that I just particularly liked. I really liked it, man. I was down with that tang whiskey for a while. Mr. Pico.
Rag not problem, stay in clitoral area, go Red Wings.
I say the same thing, man. I don't care if it's raining blood. I don't care if it's Slayer raining blood. I'm game, bro. A lot of times she isn't Crystal. So like, I could be like upset about something and like she'd be like, "Get over it, you pussy." My wife's hardcore, I like the tang, yeah. Dude, I found this girl band and I tweeted them out the other day. They look like the Ghostbusters. Like they look like the women from the Ghostbusters 2016 movie. But they did a good job, man. They covered a million songs that I like, and one, they covered like REO Speedwagons, like they covered Journey, and they covered a whole bunch of shit. And like they're pretty good, man. Like I saw them on YouTube. Some of their videos got like 30,000, 50,000, 80,000 views. Some of them only have a couple hundred, But like they did a pretty good job, man. Like it was like I was like, wow, that's pretty good. So I'm the wife. Yes, I'm the woman. What up, Robert? How you doing, man? Old school Monetize this when Leah was on was always the blast. Yeah, I always enjoyed it. I miss those. Me and Leah did do a podcast a month ago, though. It's up on Patreon. She might come on for another one. I talked to her the other day about it, so she might come on for another one. Imagine if Leah was an Amber Heard type. Yeah, I don't think I'd be with her. I mean, we'd be done. I mean, dude, I've been with Leah I've been with my wife now for 15 years. Do you realize that? What's 2007? 17, 18, 19, 20, 15 years. Dude, I've been with my wife for 15 years. 15 years with my wife. I don't even know if we realize that. Like, I was saying that to her one day. I was like, we've been together like 15 years. It's time to call this quits. I mean, what are we doing? It's time to stop this. But yeah, that's pretty crazy. You see the Russian band that sounds like Chicago? No, I haven't seen them yet. Yeah, Leah was on the other day. That's true. Yeah. Yeah, Leah never shit in the bed yet. I'm still waiting for Leah to shit in the bed. I mean, I would like that to happen. Why are we talking about my wife tonight? This is so weird. Remember when Leah made this face? I love that. Let's see. I get Journey in my head now. Yeah, we've been together a while, man. This is one of the first pictures we took together. It's one of our first pictures back when she was really young there. It's a funny picture. It's a funny picture. Anyway, we should get back to Raw. I mean, we're talking about my wife. It's weird. Man, that's just making Mr. Pico Boulevard hard, I don't really want to do that. It's kind of creepy, Mr. Pico Boulevard creeping. Can you imagine him, like, just sniffing my leftovers? Mr. Pico Boulevard just, like, sniffing my leftovers? Mr. Pico Boulevard creeping on my wife. Mr. Pico Boulevard loves Leah. You like my wife? I'll put my wife's head on my head. Look at this. There you go, Mr. Pico. There you go. You weirdo, bro. What are you doing? She doesn't have that piercing anymore. My wife don't have that piercing anymore. I love Leah's face. I can look at her all day. Just love her. I'll just stare at her. Just stare at her face. I'm wondering, it was a bit ominous what Cody Rhodes said tonight. Like, it was weird. He was like, I'm going to have the surgery, and in 3 to 4 weeks, you don't know. It's like, what? I mean, I was under the impression that this is 3 to 4 months. Unless it's a partial tear. If it's like a little bit of a tear, then, then he could come back. But dude, how in the world now your wife is gigantic, someone said? Did someone say that? I got blanked out by Google. What? I've got pictures of my wife from a couple of months ago on the show. Or how about from 8 months ago? I got a picture of her from 8 months ago. What are you talking about? On the show. Back when Joe was skinny. Joe's M&M days. Here's a gift. This is a gift from like 8 months ago. I mean, this was 8 months ago. I'm getting fat. Now I'm getting big. I'm turning into a fatso. She's not. But I am. This is the weirdest. By the way, who made this GIF? They called it the Cronins too, which is weird. Who made this GIF, dude? It's so weird. You guys are bizarre. I'll put back up the pic of Joe. I got to get one more Kleenex. Didn't you say you look like a white Sasha Banks? Yeah, I always thought you looked like a white Sasha Banks to me. Or I thought Sasha looked like her. I mean, I knew Sasha when she was Mercedes. And she was young back then. Mercedes was. I thought it was more like when Sasha was Mercedes, and when I first met my wife. You know what I mean? Like around this time, like she looked kind of like her to me here. You know, like I felt like they kind of looked similar-ish. You know. I don't know. I just get the same vibe, same type of thing. I think I like or something. I don't know. Maryse, though, I mean, the reason why we're talking about this is because we're all fucking horned up over Maryse tonight. So, like, thanks, Maryse, for making everybody a complete psychopath, crazy person. All the men in the chat tonight. Maryse's boobs popping. Got them tatas popping. Really, that's about it that happened on Raw. I did kind of like the chemistry of Bobby Lashley and Theory. I don't really like it. It wasn't that good, but like they had some of the better chemistry together. I don't know. Maybe it's because they're so opposite, right? Bobby boring on the mic, and he's so muscular, and Theory is a douchebag, and he's young and a rookie, and he's in there with Bobby Lashley, and it's just they were so contrasting in some ways, like that made that sort of interesting. I liked the chemistry that was going on. It was so weird. So I don't know, man. Like I guess that I sort of liked that chemistry is what I'm saying. Like I don't know. I don't know if everybody else feels the same way, but I felt like there was something different about that. I don't see it, but I don't know, says Robert Wilson. I agree, man. Yeah, I get. Yeah, maybe you don't see it. You know, I get it. Some people aren't going to see it. I just think she kind of, maybe it's like her smile or something. I don't know. Maryse, them tata poppin'. Those she got them tatas poppin'. Got them tatas poppin'. Curtis Axel getting some TV time. That's right. A couple weeks back when we saw Curtis Axel back, I didn't even know that he just got back. I was like, oh, Curtis Axel. I didn't even notice he was in the back. And then they were like, Curtis Axel returns to WWE. And I was like, oh, they just hired him. Okay. I guess that's why I noticed him tonight, because it was his first night back. And there he was again tonight. Curtis Axel, poor guy, was losing his hair like right away. Just like his grandfather, man. Got the Larry the Axe going on. Mr. Perfect, though, had that stringy hair for a long time. He always had his hair. But, what's-his-face has my hair. Curtis Axel has my hair. That thinning, fucking just atrocious goddamn hair. Understandable. DWELSH looks like he's taking home the JCS Digital Championship tonight, so get ready for that. So Finn is the new leader of Judgment Day. Wow, why though, says Malone. Well, the theory from SITH and from a few other people is that with Cody out injured, they need a face. They don't have any top baby faces, for real. So they'll make Edge a baby face again. And potentially Edge was going to be leaving Judgment Day soon, kind of anyway, because he was going to take time off or not be around. I don't know. So it could be that he really was passing the torch tonight, so this was it. We won't see Edge until July when he sets up the program with CENA. Or it's that they need a face right now, and they did this because of that. That's what SITH believes. That's probably the more smart thing, I guess. But maybe not. I don't know. Maybe that's not it. Even Kenny from the Spirit Squad that was there with Curtis Axel. Oh, really? Was he? I didn't even see him. I didn't notice that. I met him in real life. I called this match somewhere, and he was very nice. He was like so nice it was weird. He was like, "Oh yes, sir, great to be here, and how are you?" and stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm just the fucking shit bum commentator. Like, thank you for coming, man. You've been in the WWE, But he was very nice. He was so nice it was weird. Good guy. So he was cool. Where's Alex Riley? He's dead. No, I don't know. I don't know where Alex Riley is. I'm not really sure. Sith Negan says, John Cena versus Austin Theory for the U.S. title at SummerSlam is the working plan. Oh. Wow. Cena going to beat him for the U.S. title? Or he's going to beat Cena for the U.S. title? Or to retain it? That could be crazy. That's pretty crazy. Earlier today, I uploaded a classic throwback clip to when JB called the show, and he was none too pleased about the idea of women's wrestling. Let me grab a water break for a second here and sort of relive that moment if you didn't hear the upload earlier, but you probably did. That's
little
funny.
memories like that.
That is funny. I didn't even remember that, so that's funny.
But no, AEW is fucking terrible. It's awful. I saw something the other day between Britt Baker and that weird bitch. That was okay.
Oh,
what? Sorry.
Jesus.
I know your channel's like.
God damn it.
I'm sorry. You're not allowed to say stuff like that anymore.
No. What do you? Who's? I don't even know who you're talking about. But wait a minute. But you
I don't
didn't
know
see
the chick that looks like a dude.
Which one?
See what I mean? This is why AEW sucks.
Wow, that's terrible. But no, let me ask you this: What about Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker's match that was on AEW Dynamite? I thought it was really good.
Women just don't belong in wrestling, dude.
You got to be kidding me.
I'm dead serious, man. They don't belong in wrestling.
Why would you? How can you say that when those women had a great match?
Because I'm not joking, dude. I know you have a newer audience now, but I've been screaming about this for like years now. They don't look right wrestling. They run weird. They run like they got a corn on the cob up their ass. They run awkward. Their moves always look like they're playing in the basement or something.
I agree. There are some matches where they're too soft and it's weird. I know what you're talking about, but like Jesus Christ, like, but they didn't
throw punches, bro, like 2-year-olds, and then their acting is terrible. They stink. Go back to the pillow fights. That's all.
Now, are you talking about Nyla Rose? Because Nyla Rose is a woman now. Is that who you're talking about?
No, I was talking about the chick that like she was in WWE, then she jumped ship. Like she looks like she had a fucking chili bowl haircut. I'm trying to think.
Chili bowl haircut.
Yeah, she looks like a punk rocker. Does that help?
Oh, Ruby Riott.
There you go.
I think she dates men. I don't think she's into women.
I said she looked like.
Oh my God.
That's what I didn't know. I think I was saying anything that crazy.
Jesus, I love
everyone
Ruby.
in the chat. See, here's the problem. Everyone in the chat. What have you? Do you have a watered down wrestling review now? Why are people blown away by this?
Well,
what year is he living in? Oh my God, he's trolling us. Are you gonna sit here with a straight face?
No,
and
I just don't.
Come on.
I don't think you can say. I think that's.
I'm
problem.
sorry.
I think.
All right. What about fucking? Unsure. Like what? I mean, you know.
Well, yeah. I mean, like I think Jim Cornette says that stuff about people all the time, doesn't he? Even Cornette probably doesn't say that anymore because he's like, because if Jim Cornette said that, he'd be just like destroyed by people.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So
I don't know, man. Yeah. Women's wrestling. It stinks. All of it just stinks on hot ice. They need to just do away with it. I mean, listen. I'm not saying they're not fun to look at. I love looking at the chicks, you know, but you put them in a bowl of pudding and then we're talking. But as far as taking them seriously as athletes and wrestlers, oh no.
God damn, man, this is savage. Like I'm with you on some of it. Some of them, you know, it's like, but I think
you know what I'm talking about, man. When they run the ropes and stuff, they look so stupid.
Well, see, I think some of the men do that too, though. Now, I think some of the men throw these like soft punches. No, I'm telling you, man.
Don't try to. Don't be a
I'm serious,
sitter, bro. Come on.
Like, put it this way: like when wrestlers used to punch, they used to snap. They had that snap to it. Now the wrestler guys do a lot of that punching with the wrist on the sternum, and it looks goofy.
It's not a wonder Jake's in the hospital, man.
Well, yeah, wrestling will probably kill Jake. You know, I mean,
no, he has to sit here and listen to you try to play both sides of this. It's ridiculous.
Well,
does he like women's wrestling?
Yeah, he probably likes it more than I do.
He was better when he was fat.
Oh my God. Oh my God, dude, that was just a classic clip from actually really only a few months back, really, but by the way, when Jake heard that, he almost fucking passed out. I think I remember Jake fucking Jake loved that, I believe. Fucking JB.
Ridiculous. Well, does he like women's wrestling?
Yeah, he probably likes it more than I do.
He was better when he was fat.
You're listening.
That's. Should I open the phone lines? You guys want me to open the phone lines up? All right. I'll open the phone lines up if you want. DWELSH is the top donation at $100, man. Thank you, DWELSH. Looks like he's going to take home that JCS Digital Championship tonight. Oh, back to work Monday. It's going to be a good time, but not really. DWELSH, $100. Thank you, man. Let me put on the board the phone number. If you guys want to call up, I'll take calls. 339-226-6610. All right, 339-226-6610. It is up, and it is good to go, I believe. Bullfrog, I'm not answering your call, dude. Stop calling me, please. Stop it, Bullfrog. Stop. I'm not gonna... Dude, you're fucking banned on my show, dude. Come on. Why does he do this? Fucking God, I haven't heard from him forever. Now he's... 774. What's up? How you doing?
What up, kid?
What's going on?
What's going on? I didn't watch Raw at all tonight.
No, I mean, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. How are the kids?
Who's this? Do I know you? What the hell? Stasovich?
Yeah.
Wow, it really is you. I can tell now. The fuck, bro? How you doing?
All right.
Oh my God, this is crazy. And there's two other people calling, and you're not going to get on the call now because I got to talk to Chris.
Fuck y'all.
Wow, this is the original fucking co-host, man. Chris Tosvich, original Monetize This co-host, is here.
I named that goddamn show.
You did. Wow. This is crazy. What you been up to?
Watching a shitload of AEW, I have to admit. I finally got back into wrestling, and that's the one that worked out for me, unfortunately. I loved NXT Black and Gold. I'll say NXT Black and Gold is far better than AEW is now, but that don't exist no more. So I got to hang with my AEW peeps, and everyone on this show probably fucking hates me for that, but that's all right. That's
no,
cool.
I love AEW. I cover it every week.
Good.
We like AEW better than Raw.
All right.
At least I'm pretty sure that's what... There's people in here that like WWE more, right? And, this is a Raw review, but, put it to you this way. Tonight on my show, I had a top 500 people watching at one point. Last week, though, for the pipe bomb of MJF, I had 900 people watching.
Yeah.
Dude, it's way more interesting. A bad episode of AEW is more fun to talk about than a good episode or bad whatever of Raw. It's even better because it's
right
weird.
Now. Sure, yeah. I'll say though, I don't hate WWE. I mean, we started the show on WWE, and it for a while they were doing great, and in the future they'll do well again. Just right now, kind of like the PG era, they're fucking sucking right now.
Yeah, that's so weird, man. I was talking about you, I think the other day. What was I talking about with him? I was talking about you with, I don't remember why. I don't remember now. Fuck. I just remember I was talking about you the other day. And I was also talking about the iterations of my show, where it went through different co-hosts in different years. And it was because Asher. Do you remember Asher? Were you around for that?
No, that was after me.
Okay, it was after you. Yeah, but you were listening around then. Yeah.
When I left, it was Tommy and Jesse.
Okay. Yeah, Asher called and he was like, I'm going to college and everything, and we were kind of reminiscing about everything. He was like, man, I grew up, as like I was listening to you guys when I was 12, and it was you and Tommy and Tommy and Tosovich and Jesse, and And he knows about it. He's watched everything, but I mean, he was like really, fond over that time. So it's just crazy, man. It's been fucking
8 years.
10 years.
Eight.
Well, all right. It's been 9 years. I started this channel in 2012, but I didn't start my live show until 2013.
Right. Okay.
And then you kind of came on almost right away, though, because I was messaging you back then, like, right? And we were...
Yeah, I came on right away. The first one I was on was we were talking about how Bray Wyatt was first getting interesting.
Did you watch me when Jake was co-hosting with me for the last, 6 years?
I duck in every now and then and just check it out, but I don't really listen to any podcast right now. It's not just yours.
Yeah, no, I figured. But I mean, so Jake took over, being the co-host for 6 years. He never left. He got better and better with me. He did really good after Dave left, after Dead on Dave left. And he sort of kind of came in with this guy, he came in with JB, when they left, we'll help you out. But Jake got sick, back in October. He got he had a stomach surgery, and then he got infections, and he's all jacked up. Yeah, so I've been just doing him pretty much solo, and I have Rastafa comes on sometimes. You might remember Rastafa. He's old school too. But
yeah, actually I do.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. He calls up. He's pretty good sometimes. But yeah, so now I've been in this kind of transition period or whatever. Yeah, and there's been all these different iterations of the show, of different times where it was all comedy, all this, all that, all politics, all it's kind of gone in all these variations, throughout the years. So it's crazy to talk to you, but yeah, man, it's are you back? You still here in Mass or?
Yep, I still work at Trader Joe's. Still live in same city.
Well, I remember when you went to. Remember when you were in Vegas and you had the fucking scorpions?
Yeah. And remember the time I was in Vegas and there was some criminal running through my backyard and the police showed up and everything?
Yep. Yeah, I remember that. You're the cops are here. We don't know why.
Yeah.
That's funny, bro.
Yeah, I'm glad you're still doing the show.
Yeah, I mean, I got laid off of my job in 2017, and then I was making as much money on the show as my job, so then I just did this, and then it got crazier, now it's, we're in a very down period right now, but so I had to go work. I actually work 2 other jobs now, so now I work a shitload of shit. But
that's rough.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's I don't know. I owe the government a bunch of money. It's interesting.
At least you still found a way to keep the key times you need to be online free.
Yes,
that would suck if I'd work Monday nights or something like that.
And now I've got health insurance, so which I haven't had in 3.
Oh, wow.
I haven't had it in 3 or 4 years. So now I've got health insurance.
Great. You can play hockey again.
That's a great point. Yeah, I said that to someone. I go, I'd come down and wrestle now because if I break my leg, I'm good to go. But I was terrified of that. I was like, oh, I'm not getting hurt. You
live in a bubble when you don't have insurance.
Yeah, but no, the kids are good, man. My oldest, Gavin's he's he's strong, man. He woke up this morning on the he stayed up all night last night, so he woke up nuts this morning. And Leo was trying to wake him up, and he was getting kind of fighty, and so I had to come in. I got woken up early, to come in to be what are you doing? Get to school. And he went crazy, and he was getting angry, and I was wrestling with him for a second, and he was strong. I'm he's strong, dude. I'm you should be in wrestling. I'm gonna put him in the friggin' wrestling club.
Is he interested?
I don't know, a little bit, but he's a lot like my wife, very introvert and doesn't want to, likes video games and staying to himself. He doesn't make friends easy, but I'm a good person to make friends with people. There's a neighborhood kid who's always trying to hang out with him, and he doesn't say anything. And so I've actually gone up to that kid and been my son's quiet as hell. He will never do anything. You'll have to do it with him or tell him or make him do it or whatever. So he's oh, okay. So he does. He's come up
out of his shell though,
Yeah, he might. He's a little bit. He's doing better coming out of his shell, but yeah, he's a little quiet. He's like Leah. My middle kid.
He's your kid, so he must have some charisma,
I don't know. He's got a little bit, but he's really like Leah. But my daughter is like me. She's crazy.
Yeah.
She's
get her in a wrestling school.
Yeah, but then the weird thing about her though is she's smart in school, which I was not. So it's
it's
a conundrum.
So that's a better route.
She's the smart version of me. It's weird, dude. It's like dangerous. I'm like, you're either my wife's like, dude, she's either gonna like destroy someone's life later on, or she's gonna be like run a company. I don't know which one. I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right.
So she's got like your personality and like Leah's brain.
Yes, but also her stubbornness and my kind of like, she's got my like, she's always like, nobody hangs out with me or nobody spends enough time with me. If she's got my like weird, my like the insecurities that I would have about like people don't want to talk. It's weird, dude. Like it's just how the kids are like mix of you and whatever. How are your kids doing? What are your kids doing? You got 2, right?
I got 2. Yeah. They're about to be 8 and 3 right now. They're 7 and 2, but in like a month they'll be 8 and 3. The 8-year-old Brock, he's hilarious. He got my sense of humor somehow. So he loves YouTube. That's pretty much his bread and butter. And he's kind of a little advanced for his age with his personality because he likes to emulate the YouTube personalities and like use the phrases and shit they use. So like he's the only kid at the playground being like, bro. It's really funny.
Hit the like button.
Yeah, smash that like button.
Well, we'll have a bunch of kids raised on YouTube. That's great. My youngest is like that. And yeah, you have Brock and I have Finn, so we're just gonna name everybody great. Wrestlers.
Well, do you know what my youngest's name is?
I don't remember. No.
Owen.
Oh yeah, that's right. I did know that. And then because I said something snarky somewhere, like on I probably said like, okay, who is the next one's fucking Brett? Like who's next?
No, I think you're like, who's the next one? The Undertaker.
It's something more ridiculous. Yeah, I remember that.
My daughter, the Undertaker.
Yeah, name the girl the Undertaker. The fuck is this? That's hilarious, man. Yeah. But yeah, so you watch. I don't know what else you want to talk about. You want to talk about wrestling, or you fuck Raw?
Sure, whatever. No, it's your show. I'm just here.
It's weird. I mean, we always talk sometime we start talking again. You know,
it's go through cycles.
Oh, I know what it was. I was playing a clip of some old thing, and it was like we were playing. It was when we were doing Flank.
Oh my god!
It was like a clip of something. It was funny. But yeah, it was.
We've had a lot of projects together, you and I.
Yeah, we did a lot of things. And then I remember that I remember when Tommy left, because you guys kind of all left around the same time, sort of. You left first, and you kind of saw the internet going the way it was going. I didn't. Yeah. I don't think I saw that, or like I didn't care or want to believe it. I was like, no.
I didn't want to get canceled before being canceled was a thing.
Yeah, like you guys were worried, and I was like, no, this is how you just act like shocking. Well, this will be great. But yeah, you guys all had every one of you had the foresight of like, no, we don't do that. Like, and then I don't think I finally came around to that until like a year later after that. And I was like, oh yeah.
I think you were protected because you kind of are the shock jock personality. Like Howard Stern now, he's not getting canceled, and he's said the worst shit out of anyone.
That's
true. He's kind of just rolled with the punches. We were just co-hosts, so like we were more vulnerable than you.
Yeah. And then yeah, shit went south with everybody. Like it was weird. And then like I got a whole new crew of people, and then that shit's gone. Everybody's left. Everybody who's been on my show, I've had co-hosts that have been here for a year, 6 months, 2 years, and they've left. But yeah, it's pretty right now, dude. I would say that I'm most like I was in 2013 than I've been since then. It's been, there's still a lot of people that come on, but I've had a lot of co-hosts leave or be like, I'm done with YouTube, or I'm leaving, or I got to go. And Jake was really the last one who was here for 6 years. So it's weird,
Yeah.
But, and I know you were like, I don't know, man, it was weird. And I'm way out in a different area now. It's like weird to be
Where
out.
are you living?
It's weird to be near Foxborough.
Okay.
But pretty much people know where I am anyway, but it's
you don't have to give your exact address.
Well, yeah, people know it. Like I see it all the time. I see it everywhere. Like, oh, like, well, come see me, I guess. I don't know, but no, it's weird because the city and I don't know anybody, and but the show did that. The people and these people in the show did that. It's crazy. Like,
yeah, that's pretty cool.
But I wish I could. I'm telling Leah, I'm like, we should sell the house, like, but we're not going.
What happened to your mom's house?
She sold her house a year ago to move out here near us.
Oh, cool. That's cool.
I miss the house kind of though. It's weird.
That was a sick house. I'm not gonna lie, but
it was a fun house, a fun like location. We went to the beach and we went to Bernie's the other day with like, or 2 months ago.
Bernie's.
The kids had dentist appointments in Weymouth, so we actually drove to Bernie's because we wanted it that bad. You know,
wow.
Like we were like, I haven't had Bernie's in a year and a half, or even maybe 2 years because COVID. So I was like, let's go, and like we went just to get Bernie's.
Listeners, Bernie's is just a tiny ass mini convenience store with a tiny ass mini sub shop in it, and that's it.
And for the people that don't know Chris, I always thought you a little bit reminded me of my friend Troy. Like, do you know Troy? Do you remember Troy on the show?
Yeah, you said that a lot, and me and Troy have actually interacted a couple of times. It was pretty funny.
You guys are oddly, like, somewhat similar. Like, it's weird, but you know, like me and Troy got in a funny argument one time on the show, and it was like kind of, I don't remember now. It was like sort of like a meme or a well-known thing because we were in a fight, and he was getting snippy with me, and I don't know why, but it was weird, and like I was acting like an idiot, like I am usually. And he was being snippy or whatever. And then he said, do you even know what the word indignant is? He's like, do you even know what indignant means? And it was like, but it was weird that he just randomly was like, do you know what indignant means? and I was like, and people were just like, wow, bro, that's fucked up that your friend was like, you know what that word means? And like, we had a little argument. And he kind of like left the shows the same way you did, I think. He kind of was like, yeah, I don't know. He just didn't want to be part of the stuff and everything. And at the time, I had a couple of people on the show who were more politically driven, and so they always spurred political conversations. And I don't think he wanted to be involved in those. But everybody,
well, I started getting that way too, and I was like, listen, if I'm going to be like, and since then, just for the record, like,
you and Tommy used to put me to sleep when you and Tommy would talk politics. I'd be like, out. I'm like, I'm out. Well, I get like, what the fuck.
I'll quickly gloss over and explain what happened all in one kind of go here. And I guess it's best said as like, I was getting more into politics as I saw a crossroads coming where either something happened and everything was going to be okay, or something happened and everything was going to be a fucking struggle. So back in then, at that area, I was really political, trying to get on the good side of history, just trying to make sure things ended up okay. And then now, I mean, for whatever reasons, and I'm not going to get into it because I don't care anymore, but it didn't work out that way. Shit kind of hit the fan, and now it's too late. The toothpaste is out of the tube. So there's no reason for me to be political anymore. But like at the time when I was feeling that way, I was like, you know what? If this is kind of part of my life, I can't live a double life here. I can't have these morals and fight this fight on one end of it and then go on this radio show and laugh at these jokes that are making fun of the thing I'm fighting for. Like, that's just not going to go well. And then on top of it, the risk of getting canceled because of something someone else says and I happen to be on the show, which that's a very real possibility. And just, I was like, you know what? It's not a great idea to be like exposing myself on the internet at this point in time for me personally. Now though, I don't know, fucking whatever. Who gives a shit? The world's over. So
yeah, I mean, I remember it was funny because I don't really remember 100%, but what I do know, I had like my left stance. Tommy had a more libertarian sort of stance, and then you were probably more like me, maybe. I don't know.
You were more of a centrist, and I was on the left, and Tommy was libertarian.
Yes, okay, that's probably what it was. Yeah, but but honestly, I think I moved more center recently. I've moved more. You know what it is I have a thing with underdogs. I feel like when someone's the underdog, I start getting on their side. You know, I don't know
which balances things out. You want to balance is what you want, which is a centrist.
Yeah. I think that's what it is. I think that's why, like, from the years 2000 to the years 2008, I spent a lot of time bashing Bush and the Republicans. Like, I was really into that. And then recently in 2016-ish, I sort of went the other way because I felt that, like, the other side was changing quite a bit, and I went the other way. So you're right. But also I get a lot of, like I definitely get, the only thing that stinks about it now is, like, I get a lot of crap from both sides. So both sides call me the name of whatever side it is. So, like, they're like, one side calls me a Trump Republican, then the other side calls me a libtard, and I'm like, well, which one is it? That doesn't make any sense. So then I went out and I took this 2-hour test. That tells you what you are, and it was funny. I got like fucking.
Was it on MySpace?
No. I went on MySpace. I also have AIDS too. No, and I took this test, and it was like Libertarian Green Party, like Peace Party, and then like all these other things. It was just really funny. I was like a fucked up type of hybrid of everything. It was weird. But yeah, I remember us fighting over that back then. And the funny thing is, like, I remember getting mad at Tommy, like, and us having those little arguments. But now, like, I've sort of agreed now that a lot of what he said came true, and it's weird. So I watched that and I go, he was kind of
he was more right than either of us, that's for sure.
Yeah, like I think we were more emotional from ours. You know, we wanted to be the hippies. You know, the hippies are anarchists and
I
sort
think
of.
all three of us though realize that like any party, even if we agree with them temporarily, we don't want anyone or any party or any group to go on a fucking tier and be like the patriots of politics, because then that sucks for everyone.
Yeah.
It's not good when we're constantly fighting, but it's also not good when one party just fucking takes over and runs the whole show, because then all of a sudden, you know, like even if you disagree, they're already in power, and then they don't care about your votes anymore because they're already in power, and that's bad.
We would all run the country better. That's why that's what you do. You get to see. In my opinion, like if I was the president, I would grab people that aren't quite like me. Like I would grab people who have different opinions on purpose. Like,
well, Donald Trump tried that, and then he fired all those people because he was like, shit, that didn't.
Oh, they don't agree with me. Well, he said that and then thought that, and then he was like, well, wait a minute, I don't like when people don't agree with me, so fuck this.
Exactly.
Yeah,
what you wish
he
for,
tried. He tried to drain. He tried to drain the swamp, and he put a different swamp in there. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
drain
dude.
the swamp, but guess what happens when you drain a swamp? You have a big, stinky fucking hole in the ground. It's not any better.
Well, now we get a retard. So I mean, hey, you know, it's
yeah, you can't win. Whatever. Who gives a shit?
It's all bad. But there is a, you know, I don't know what's gonna happen, but it'll be interesting. But yeah, it's hard to sift through everything and like it's like I was trying to do movie reviews and we ran into this problem with everybody. There's always some kind of problem with you got to like watch everything now to find out. You can't take anyone's word for it because everybody's got their own angle. Right now, I mean, as much as I crap on WWE and we crap on everything, there's like YouTube channels where they'll just shit on every movie and they'll say it's all bad and everything. And I noticed this because a couple of shows came out that were good that they would normally cover and they didn't cover them. And I was like, oh my God, they're not covering this show because it's good. So they're only covering shows that suck.
Yeah.
And I'm like...
I mean, that's what people want, though.
Yeah, but you're right. And that's the thing. Their thing is, no, I'm going to crap on the crappy stuff. There's no money in saying this was good. But at the same time, I like their opinions on the crappy stuff. So I'm like, kind of looking for your opinion on the good thing that I know you would watch. So what's going on? So it's almost like they're waiting.
A couple of people have the monopoly on rating or talking about good shit, and then everyone's like, well, I mean, they're the voice, so I mean, I don't have to listen to anyone else's opinion, but you can have a trillion reasons for why you don't like something, and then that's where the money is. I mean, Dave Meltzer makes his money off of telling people what's good, and then that's it. No one can talk about what's good because he already did, and he said it great, and he's the official word. But a trillion people could be Jim Cornette and shit all over everything, you know?
Yeah, I'll shit on him. Remember when he shit on me? What do you think about Cody, man, when he came to WWE? Because I know since you're a big AEW guy, and obviously, I think me and you obviously did the same thing. We loved NXT, not anymore.
Like, if it had been Kenny Omega, someone who like went there once and he was like, oh my God, fuck these people, I would have been a little like, you know, a little hurt. I would have been like, oh, like he sold out. But Cody Rhodes and his history and his dad or whatever, like, it all just makes so much sense. Like, how could you blame anyone? And he's doing great, and Vince is kind of letting him run on his tier. Another funny way to look at it is that Vince fired his son and then his son-in-law, and then he's like, Cody, come back. You're my son now. You fucking did it.
Yeah, dude, the whole family's gone. It's like he realized my kids suck. All right, Stephanie's
like,
gone.
Yeah. Cody, I need a son. Come in. Let's go.
I always loved Dusty. In fact, it's like
Dusty was too old to be my son, but you.
What do you think?
You're the Shane I always wanted.
What's going on? You think? I mean, they sort of take the NXT from Triple H. Shane's gone. Steph's gone. Like, what is going on?
The major thing was, listen to this. Triple H was pretty much running everything as far as like the talent goes, and Stephanie was taking care of all of like the major like overhead bullshit. And when you really think about it, like the two people who had that job before were what? Bruce Pritchard was running all of the fucking overhead shit, and who was running talent at the time?
Not John Laurinaitis.
John Laurinaitis. John Laurinaitis was running talent at the time. So now they had that really long period, and they were going great because they had no competition. And then the second competition pops up. Vince McMahon is like, all right, well, we're going to squash them, and it'll be fine, right? And Triple H and Stephanie were like, yeah, it'll be fine. And then they didn't. And then instead of trying to work harder at what they were doing, Vince was like, fuck it, get the fuck out of here. Where's Bruce Pritchard? Where's John Laurinaitis? They got me through the 90s. They got me through the early 2000s. We're fucking doing this again. Triple H, like, nice try, but it's time for the fucking worst people who ever ran a wrestling show to come back. And that's why it sounds and looks so much like the early 2000s right now, because it's those same old fucks doing the same old shit.
Yeah, and AEW put NXT out of business.
Yeah, they truly did. Well, not out of business. NXT 2.0 is doing great, and everyone loves it. So, I mean, but they put Black and Gold.
I don't think is it doing great though on the ratings. It's got like
it's doing fine. Seriously, it's doing absolutely fine.
Do you like it? Because I really don't watch it. I don't really like it.
There's a lot of very talented people on a show that I absolutely fucking hate. I'll say it that way.
I like Carmelo. Like I've known him for a long time here and called his matches, so I like have fun watching him but that's only because I know him. Like, you know what I mean?
The Creed brothers are one of the greatest tag teams in history. I'll say that right now. But like, I don't give a shit about the show they're on. But I'll watch all their highlights and even some of their matches. I'll YouTube that shit. But like, I'm not gonna sit through the horniest show in wrestling to fucking get to their match.
Yeah, I can't deal. I don't know. I can't deal with it. But yeah, man, you should hit me up or whatever and call up whenever you want.
Sure.
I'm gonna take calls again on the show probably a lot more. So I've been trying to do since I 6 years with a co-host. With Jake, it's kind of been jarring to like figure out what am I gonna do. Oh yeah, I gotta go back to doing solo and taking calls and stuff like that. So it's been.
Hey, if you want someone for Dynamite, I don't work Wednesdays.
Yeah. So. All right, call up. I'll definitely bring you on Wednesdays because
I'm sick.
The only thing about it is, well, no, I work too, but I get home in time usually. But yeah, man, hit me up somewhere and I'll talk to you. And it's good to hear from you, man.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. All right, man.
All right, later, Chris.
All right, good night. Yo,
that was my friend of years. I've known him since we were kids. So, and he's been one of my first co-hosts. It was pretty crazy to hear from Chris tonight, but I do want to try to get other people on the show who are calling. 646, hello.
Hey, what's up, Joe, man? I just first wanted to say that I'm glad that you're able to get a job and provide for you and your family, man. And I'm genuinely happy for you, man. I've been keeping you in prayer, man, and I'm just happy that you're able to provide and take care of your family.
Well, I've been doing it for like 15 years, so I got it down. I figured it out. But my only concern is that I will catch a disease, of some kind doing this. But I think most of the men, that I'm involved with are clean.
Right.
No, I'm just kidding, man. No, thank you. And I didn't know what's going on. I appreciate it, bro. What's up?
Yeah, man. But like I was saying, what's been going on like with Monday Night Raw? I haven't really been watching it because like I've tried watching it. 3 hours of Monday Night Raw is just insufferable.
Oh, dude, it's terrible. I mean, tonight was one of the better ones, I think. I mean, some of it. Cody and Seth did a really good job. Bobby and Theory were interesting, kind of. It's not good still. It's not a very good show usually, and AEW's better. So, I wouldn't waste your time. I would watch the highlights. I'd honestly throw on, me or somebody like that, or look at the highlights on YouTube. I wouldn't invest 3 hours into this show at this point until it gets better. And, tonight there was this decent hour. The first hour is decent. And then really the rest of the show kind of, I don't think was very good. So, that's where we're at. It's still a mess. It's gotten worse every year. So, thank you, man, bless you, brother, for the prayers. I appreciate it. I thought he was kidding, so I he was like, I'm praying for you. You got a job. I don't know. I thought he was joking. You know what I mean? I mean, I haven't not had a job since I was goddamn 15 years old. I've been working since I was 15 in 2001. You know what I mean? I've been working for like 20 years straight. So like I was like, oh, you know, but I got more jobs than ever right now. I got 3. I got this and 2 more. So I work a shitload. But yeah, I do miss the days when this job used to bring home the potatoes, you know. But we haven't had a donation in 40 minutes. That's why I need another job. But I appreciate it, man. But DWELSH dropping $100 tonight was huge. I can get the gas money going. 903, hello. 903, what's up, man?
All right, there we go. I finally got connected.
Get weird.
All right, listen, I need to talk about something, Joe.
All right.
It's bugging me. These mouth breathers in your comment section, dog, how can they say to themselves personally, it's like the Android users, that WWE is just a better show than AEW right now? That's just not the truth. The God's honest truth is, how could you not love wrestling all week long? On Mondays.
You mean
on
like,
Wednesdays.
Wait a minute, they're saying WWE is better than AEW? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's just not the truth.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I can't take sides like that, really. I mean, I kind of enjoy AEW better overall right now, but it's not enough for me to crap on one side or the other, really. You know, like I don't do that either because the spectacle of WWE is still there. You know, we watch it all. You know what I mean? But the pay-per-views sometimes are all right for WWE, but you know, everybody wants to grab a team. You know, some of them might not even be serious. I feel like.
Right. Listen, I love both shows. Grown up with WWE all my life, but I'm aware enough to know that one company right now has the fans in the best interest, and the other company has themselves in the best interest. Well, I hope that WWE gets it together and gets some talent, because I would love to watch this company succeed. I want to go back to the Attitude Era, but right now, in the truth, it's just not that great, and I want it to be better.
I wish it was better. I wish they need better writing, better stories, allow the wrestlers to cut promos on their own a little bit more. And they need better talent, like you said. It's everything. It's actually becoming all of the above at this point, you know? And they need wrestlers that just, whatever. Anyway, thanks for the call, man. I appreciate it. 903. Getting sexy. Getting sexy on Skype. 339-226-6610. Chris, my former co-host, calling up tonight. That has blown my mind. That he called earlier. We talked. I haven't talked to him in a while. That was crazy. Damn, bro. Chris fucking Tosevich calling up tonight from 2013. My co-host 2013 and 14 on this show. The man that was there when we started Monetize This with me. We started Monetize This, man. Crazy that happened tonight. 323, hello.
Joe motherfucking Cronin, baby. What's up, boy?
What's up, baby? Get wet. How you doing?
I am very wet, actually.
Oh. What's going on?
Mm-hmm. No, this is, right?
No.
You don't? No. All right. Well, we talked last night, but, you know.
We talked last night.
Yeah. We talked last night. We were wet and wild. But anyways.
Don't tell everybody about this.
All right. Last night I jerked off, but, you know. Anyways. Raw, I don't watch that shit. AEW, I do watch. You know, so but what am I gonna fucking say, bro?
Man, that's like every call tonight. Every call tonight is like, I didn't watch it. I watch AEW
you
now.
Know what? The product is terrible. It's
I know.
failing. It's like a stinking shit. But I'll tell you what.
Watch the opening segment. That was pretty good tonight with Cody and Seth. Watch the opening segment. That was all right tonight.
I'll check. You know, and I'll tell you why. The eye candy of her tits. That's why I fucking.
No. That's afterwards. That's later. That's pretty hot too. But that's it. After that, but watch the Cody and Seth opening. That was decent.
All right, I'll check that out. I'll check that out. But the thing is, you know, Cody Rhodes, I don't know. He did a good thing, honestly. I think it was a smart business plan. He made the right choice. Personally, that's what I think, all right? But will it sink or will it swim? Who really knows, especially with the injury he has. But what I do think is that both companies should honestly try their best. That's all.
They should start throwing shade at each other. Like Vince McMahon should come out and say, "Everybody, Tony Khan's a cunt." Like, and then just
you want a war? You got one.
Yeah, and then just say Tony Khan's a crippled idiot. Like, and then just they can have a war.
Cokehead.
Yeah, he's a little cokehead, and
you know what?
he touches
They should
women.
do a Survivor Series, Forbidden Door Survivor Series. That's what they should do.
Oh, see, that'd be cool if the companies could come together and do Survivor Series together, like as a one-time thing.
One night only.
Wow.
Champion versus champion.
And-
Dude, that would be amazing.
Yeah, fuck New Japan and Impact and all those other things. WWE and AEW work together. That'd be...
Yeah, the thing is, I think AEW, they're trying to build it up because remember, they're not 10 years old. They're only like 3 years old,
Uh-huh.
4, 3.5.
3 years.
They're
3.
building up. They're a small company. They have to build up, take little baby steps. That's why the people see that shit and they're like, "What the fuck is this horse shit?" Well, dude, they're not like fucking WWE. Of course, WWE is gonna be popular. It's always gonna be popular. It's been here since fucking Vince McMahon Sr. and Jess McMahon. But you know what? AEW is still a small company. It's gonna grow. Okay, it just needs its baby formula, but fucking Sleepy Joe. I'm not gonna get political.
Well,
but,
let me tell you something. I'm gonna clip the part where you said it's got to grow or whatever. So
I have to grow.
I'm gonna let you go, but you touch yourself tonight, okay? Make sure you do it.
I will. All right.
That was bizarre. Great call though, I guess. I don't know what he meant. We talked last night if we really did or if he was in my dreams. Someone say Coke. I haven't watched Raw in about 6 weeks. Checking it out tonight. It dragged. Dynamite just flows by. It's easier to digest. I agree, man. I agree. AEW flows much better for me. I love AEW much better than WWE at this point. I'll always be a WWE person. I mean, dude, since I was a little kid, 1988 or 89 is when I started watching WWE, WWF. I'm always going to love WWE. I loved it. I wanted them to destroy WCW back in the day. I mean, dude, I remember when I thought WrestleMania 11 was new. I was like, man, WrestleMania is so different now. And WrestleMania 11 had that new feeling. It didn't even feel like WrestleMania anymore. And it's like, dude, now it's WrestleMania like 38. What? I'm about to turn 38 in a couple of days. So it is what it is, man. I can't believe that we got Tosevich tonight. It's so crazy to hear from him. It's almost like the world knows. Do you guys remember Monetize This back when Chris Tosevich? Probably not a lot of you. Probably only a few of you are here from back in that day. Here's a thumbnail from it. Remember this? There's Tosevich. There's me. There's Tommy. There's Jesse. Back the original Monetize This crew from 7 years ago. Monetize This episode 11. It's crazy to go back and think about that.
Yeah, my brother.
Got Magic Jack?
He stole his brother's phone. Your brother probably let you. How old's your brother, by the way?
Tony.
Old enough.
Tony, how old's your brother?
Goddamn fucking phone.
We don't have good luck.
Man, tonight just turned into hell.
Like it.
Hey, Tony. Hey, Tony. Your brother's phone sucks. I remember that we couldn't get him to speak on the show. But so weird to go back that long. It's been 7 or 8 years. Yes, July 2014. Wow. Crazy time. So we heard from Tosevich tonight. It's crazy. You don't remember that, Kincaid? Joe, you were so young. I really wasn't. I was 31. I'm 31 in that clip. Chili cheese, I've always had a shirt. I need to fix the wire. The wire right here is broken. It's a little fucked up. I got to fix the wire. I have 2 of these. I have 2 of these shirts. I have 2 of those shirts. I have this BP. I had an RE20. I have an RE20. It's broken. I have a RE20 that's broken, 2 Sures that are broken, and then I've got this BP. Then I've got this headset. And then I've got the handheld. I've got to fix all the mics. If I could just spend some time and fix them, they'd work. I just got to fix them. You know, that was way back when. Joe, you should shave the sideburns and just keep the mustache and goatee. I feel like I would look really weird if I did that. I mean, I look weird anyway right now, but you know what I mean. I remember those monetize this conversations. Some of those were crazy. Ultra Gigas. Yeah, what's up, Ultra? Wow, you remember that? That's crazy. Yeah, you're OG then. That's crazy. I think it's time for me to head to bed, man. But I had a really good time tonight with reminiscing, and a really shout out to DWELSH, man, for funding this stream tonight. Without that $100, man, I would have been in trouble this week, man. That was a really important $100, man. I really appreciate that, DWELSH. If you're still watching, dude, I don't know if you are, but if you are, man, DWELSH, thank you very much for that, dude. That was very nice of you, DWELSH, to drop $100. Much appreciated, man. Thank you. And thanks to everybody, man, for being here. Be here tomorrow with me at some point. And I'm trying to think if there's what should I play for a song to go out of this, to go out tonight? I don't know what I should play for a song. Play the support the current thing. Play the support the current thing. Let's go support the current thing. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for being here. Like I said, I'll see you tomorrow. Become a patron if you guys can. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. We are looking for new producers of the show. So if you can become a producer, I will add your name to the list. Shout out to all these producers for the month of June. $25 producers. Sexy beasts. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow. Cody Rhodes.
You gotta support the thing, fuck everything else. I don't think for myself, I think for someone else. Put your brain on the shelf, you'll bury your wealth. And fuck it here, cut your own fucking wrist up yourself. Here's some stupid, so start spreading the news. Hashtag retards, who would sell their mom for some nudes? Social media's nuts, here wear a mask. Don't wear a mask, do wear a mask. Fuck it, you can cure COVID just by fucking eating some ass. And you believe it in mass, I could probably convince you to start gobbling glass. Ignore all the facts, your perception is trash. But you gotta support the thing, and I don't have a brain no more. Tell me what to do, I'll be a deep state. Even if I end up poor, I support the thing, support the thing. I support the thing, I support the thing. I support the thing, I support the thing.
What song are you going to do for us acoustically? I can't wait for this.
Tonight. Oh, fuck you, Howard Stern, you sellout piece of shit.